put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Which camera that?
And welcome back to Youth Wednesdays on the Tobago Updates morning show. We are here live in Port Scarborough. My name is Dwayne, and this morning we want to take the discussion to a technologically based one where we talk about AI and virtual reality. So to foster that conversation this morning, we have Mr. Devon Olivier, teacher of the Signal Hills Secondary School, and a student, Mr. Nigel Duke, a sixth form student, upper or lower six?
Up, lower six.
Lower six. Good morning and welcome, gentlemen.
Good morning.
It's certainly a pleasure to have you guys here to talk about this very pertinent topic, very relevant in this space globally. So I want to begin with the young man closest to me, the student. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm feeling pretty good. Today's my birthday as well, so it's just a good day overall today.
All right. Happy birthday to you.
Thank
birthday to you. Why didn't you guys not have the gentleman's picture so that we could celebrate his birthday? Nonetheless, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourself and why did you get into doing information technology? Is this the subject you're pursuing?
Not currently. I'm currently aspiring to be an aeronautical engineer, and I do subjects like physics, BMed, and pure math.
Okay.
So
Right. So, but what intrigued you to be a part of this app?
Mostly because I have an interest in editing, and this app has editing related elements, and since the people who were originally a part of the team saw me as someone who was capable of such, they were able to stop me one day and ask me to join suddenly, and here I am.
All right. So, Sir Olivier.
Olivier is this.
Olivier, sorry.
Olivier.
My apologies. What intrigued the IT department, might I say, of this school to start this application?
Well, we always wanted a method to introduce the school mainly to prospective students and their parents. And we looked at various ways of doing that, and students came up with the idea to virtualize the school and put an element of artificial intelligence in there, and we rolled with the idea from the students.
All right. So tell us a little bit more about the app. What are some of the intricacies? Just tell us about that.
From a user's perspective or from a technical perspective, you talk?
You could give me from a technical perspective.
Well, it involves a lot of research because a lot of the elements of the app we did not really know from the get-go. Even though I'm trained in computer science, we didn't know exactly from the get-go how to exactly put this together. So it involved a lot of research, still ongoing research, still ongoing development, both on the students and the teachers' part. And then besides the research, then the implementation requires a lot of technical knowledge as well. And Nigel is involved in some of the technical aspects.
All right. So, what was your input in all of this? Obviously under the guidance of Sir Olivier, you had to be a part of it. Tell us about that experience.
It was quite the demanding experience, honestly, because it involved a lot of hard work in order to make everything that we currently have now in progress possible. And Sir Olivier helped me to stay dedicated to the work that we had to do and the things that were necessary in order to accomplish this goal.
And what is the purpose of this app? You mentioned, well, it's AI and the virtual reality app. Tell us what this app does.
The purpose of this app is to introduce prospective students in a more techno-immersive way into the school. For instance, if you were a student internationally, you would usually be introduced by a website, so you introduced by word of mouth. Though for this, we want to be able to show that Signal Hill is capable of introducing students on a university level, because this usually hasn't been done for high schools and such, in the Caribbean at least. And that was by our own research that we found that out. So we wanted to show that Signal Hill has capable students and it has capable teachers to guide these students in order to accomplish something this great. It's to show that Signal Hill is
great.
a good school, yeah.
Yes.
It's a great school to go to.
So Olivier, how important is AI, this is artificial intelligence, and the virtual reality to our space today, and more so to learning?
On our space, well, traditional ways of introducing physical spaces. So if you, as Nigel said, if you are a student, let's say in primary school or some foreign country, and you want to experience the space that we have at Signal Hill Secondary School, the most you could have done is probably go to our website and see some pictures. But with virtual reality, as Nigel said, it is more techno-immersive. You feel as though when you're experiencing this virtual reality, you feel as though you are in this space. And with the artificial intelligence, the hope is that when we train the artificial intelligence, when we finish, when you conversing with this artificial intelligence, it would seem as though you're intimately speaking with somebody who has a large amount of knowledge about the school.
Right. And truthfully, when you go to our local university institutions, you don't have that kind of intimacy at all.
No.
In fact, you always have to more than likely travel down, and worse it during COVID, it was a lot more tedious to connect with the school.
Yeah.
How do you see this being more like a pilot project for schools or secondary schools and all the schools on the island? How do you see this being a pilot project for that?
Well, we have it in the back of our heads, but we're not really focusing on that right now. But the intention is, if we are able to succeed in the way we intend to, that we will be able to lend our services and help other schools on the island, especially, to achieve something similar. But I could add to your previous question about how important it is, because one of the ideas that came forward recently was the school is mandated to do, our school, I think all secondary schools have that mandate as well, to do fire drills, earthquake drills, and so on. And our students normally, well, most of the times they will forget, because drills are not held every day. So you would forget the route, you would forget the procedure involved, and so on. And this has the potential, together with the AI and the VR, to take students through a virtual evacuation drill, guided by the AI and the VR, through the space itself in the school, guided and instructed by the AI.
And finally, before we show the demonstration, I correct me if I'm wrong, I just know a little bit about the AI, so you guys incorporate things like algorithms and machine learning and coding. How was doing all of that for you as a student? Might I ask your age?
I'm 17.
You're 17. I could admit to you, I did IT in school at CSEC level, and coding was one of my most challenging subjects in that field. How was that experience for you? Did you take a long time to learn this? Did it come naturally? Did you learn on YouTube? I mean, and obviously with the help of a teacher, but definitely tell us about that.
Well, I would say I would have had a good experience, though I'm more so in the editing department of this project. I'm not really in the programming of the AI department.
Understood.
So I would say that I would like to help with the AI, and if there's any way that I can help, I will help, because I've done IT before, and programming, yeah, it's pretty challenging. I've done a little bit during the summer this time, and I believe that it'll be a good experience for me.
So quickly, the same question to you. I mean, you said there's a team of students. Were you the one, Sir Oliver, behind, doing all the codes or if you wish to call out some of your students?
Yeah. So the way we are doing it is when I see there is a part of the project that I know students will be capable of handling, and with a little more help, they will learn some more, so that we could add to their knowledge and their skills. I would put it on their shoulders.
Understood.
So instead of doing it myself, I'll give students the opportunity to learn and to grow.
Yes.
So I wouldn't leave the entire project on their shoulders. They
Yes.
would not have all the skills, as you will point out, but there would be aspects of the project that, with a little help, with a little teaching, with a little coaching, they could implement that part on their own while I do the more hard work.
Certainly, very much appreciated. We want to show how the app works. I'm hoping that you guys could mirror it on the screen.
Yeah.
Right. So, tell us as you navigate the app, what is happening here?
Well, this is a first view of one of the labs that we offer in Signal Hill. And as you can see, we can take you through a smooth transition from different views from around the lab. You can look up, you can look to the side, and you can look all around the room as if you were actually in the room yourself. And not only that, you'll be able to switch from one room to another room as if you were walking directly out the room, because this is directly outside the lab, as you can see right there. That by that arrow, it leads to where the previous place was and the next place will be. We plan to have somewhere like another place right there, so you can actually feel like you're going throughout the school.
Through the hallways.
Yes. Yeah. So you can actually feel like you're another student, a part of the school, and feel included in the school already.
All right.
And that's
So, on which platform is this app available? Is it online? Is it on devices? Do I have to download a special app or a third-party app on my phone for it to be usable? Tell us.
Well, that's a good question. This is a web app for that exact reason. You don't need to download any particular piece of software. You just use your browser, Chrome or Opera, Firefox, whatever you want to use, and you go onto a web link, and the web app would be presented to you, and you could navigate it through that, interact with the AI, and so on. This is a sneak peek of what you could imagine from here. That this entire thing could be scaled up to the whole school.
Yes.
From room to room, from corridor to corridor, and so on.
Right. And this is amazing, and this is in its developmental stage still. So I am very much pleased to see that. And my final question to you is, there's a lot of brouhaha about AI and the potential of AI. What if it takes over the school? What if it takes over the app? What if it leaks past papers and,
Well, two things. Number one, the AI does not have access to all of the data in the school. That's the first thing. The second thing, I don't think we reached that stage in AI yet where it has all the capabilities to take over. What might be possible in 10, 20 years, maybe. What we do is we train this AI. We give it data to about the school, and from that data, you could respond to questions about the school.
All right. Very much proud of what you guys are doing at Signal Hill. Definitely, you guys could check them out. Should your child or guardian wish to pursue information technology at a greater scale, this is definitely a very good project. I want to thank Mr. Olivier and Mr. Duke for joining us this morning. We want to go over to our next interview. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.